I want to pivot to something else because I did a review last week where we talked about Dank Demoss. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with her, she is the woman that she's the Detroit rapper. And what happened with her was she ordered a lift. She ordered a lift. Lyft came through, about to pick her up. They pulled up, seeing how big she was. And he basically told her, like, yo, you got to get another vehicle. You know, my vehicle is small. It was a little back and forth, nothing disrespectful. But he basically told her, like, I can't pick you up, basically. And she was extremely upset about it, you know, which understandable. And with her being upset, she made a whole video and then she basically decided to sue. Now, since then, she has been on a Breakfast Club. So I have not watched the Breakfast Club interview, but we about to watch it today, okay? I only seen a small portion of it just to, you know, kind of like get a sense of what they were talking about. So we are about to break into the whole thing. Where we at? Breakfast Club, baby.
Wake that ass up
early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Peace, Big Dank. How you?
Good morning.
You good?
Good morning.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
Stormy. How you? Peace, King. How you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, King.
Got it.
Yep. This the only seat y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
There's one more.
A bigger chair or something?
Cause she already little.
We had
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, before even diving into this, right? What seeing this, I didn't. Okay, so I did see like videos of her. I want to say early, like at the end of last year or somewhat, but I kind of forgot how she looked because I seen one of her rap videos, and the very first time. Now I never knew her name, but when the very first time when I seen her rap video, I said to myself, I'm like, dog, this chick is like really big, and I'm like you worried about rapping, and you know, now mind you, this is my own thought process, and you know, at the end of the day, we all judge. I don't care what nobody say, man. We all judge. And my thing when it comes to judging, I look at it as long as you're not saying it to them personally, maliciously, trying to hurt their feelings, do you? Because at the end of the day, bro, we human beings, we all gonna judge. But from her being in trying to get into the Lyft vehicle and my man saying no, and then actually seeing her up here and like, you know, paying attention to this and knowing about the lawsuit and how she tried to justify everything with the whole, you know, I don't never have to get a bigger vehicle and blah, blah, all that stuff. Seeing the fact that she couldn't even fit into a regular chair and they had to get this big ass bench over here for her to sit in, that should say something, man. Like, I understand the law, and even when I heard the commentary from the lawyers where they say it was discriminatory, and they tried to link it to, you know, what if, you know, you didn't want somebody to ride into your vehicle because they were like black or, you know, because of their race. I instantly thought, I was like, okay, so I understand where you're going with that. But where I got to give some pushback at is race could not affect a small vehicle. The color of your skin could not affect the small vehicle. But your physical weight, your body mass definitely can affect the vehicle, bro. And it's like everything has a load capacity. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being completely 100. Everything has a load capacity. So it's like, you gotta have that level of understanding too. Like, come on, man.
Good. This is the accommodation.
There you go.
Oh.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Just Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren Rosa hanging out with us as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Who we got?
We have Big Dank Demoss. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you,
feeling?
Big Dank? How you feeling today?
I'm good.
Happy to have you.
Thank you.
You know, when we first heard about your story, you know, there was a lot of jokes made. Everybody made jokes, including us. But when I heard you was a rapper, I was like, you know, why not have her up here and have a conversation? See if this could, I don't know, help something.
Like
Right?
your
Make
music.
the most of the moment.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Where you from?
Detroit.
Detroit. Tell us about. Well, no, this is your question, Nibby. Go ahead.
Well,
ahead, this is what you do. This is what you do.
For
Go
people that don't know, a lot of people, of course, you're from Detroit. You're a rapper from Detroit, so you're highly known in Detroit and a lot of different places. But you got publicized recently because of an incident that you had with Lyft, a Lyft driver. You ordered a Lyft, and you could tell
Well,
it
I
from
ain't
there.
want to go
for
there. I just wanted to ask you. You always say to explain for people who don't know who Big Dank
people.
is.
No, but people have to connect the dots. Go
How
ahead.
long you been doing music, Dank? How long you been doing music?
I've been doing music for a long time. I took it seriously in 2016. So yeah.
And what got you into music?
My dad did music, and after he died, I just took it seriously.
He was a rapper?
2016. Yeah,
And you were on Deb's house as well.
I was.
How was
On
that?
what?
Deb's house.
Deb's house on Lifetime.
Deb Inton.
Oh,
How was that?
It was good. You know, it was a learning experience. Yeah, it was a learning experience. It was okay.
Did it help or hurt you in any way?
I never
Like
knew
your
none of
music?
this.
I mean, I'm doing the same thing I was doing before. You know, you know, it was okay.
you don't want to say the wrong thing. You don't want to shit on nobody.
It's cool.
Because you had a couple moments on there, and I saw one
I
clip where you like
did.
you were really teary eyed. And
Yeah, I was
she
teary-eyed
tough, or was
because-
it like what was that about?
Well,
I feel
Deb's,
like-
explain what Deb's house is. 'cause
Yeah, so
people
Deb's
that
house
don't know
is
what
a
it
show where she brings Deb Antony, brings
Waka
the rap,
Flocka's mom.
Waka Flocka's mom. You know, she's discovered some of the biggest and the best, Nicki Minaj, a bunch of people. But she brings the rap girls on and she tries to coach them through building their careers. And then at the end, there's one that she picks that she focuses on. You didn't make it to the end, but you were on the show.
Yeah.
But one of the clips that I remember seeing going viral from you was when you were breaking down. You were really upset. Talk about that moment and just what the experience was
So
like.
I just feel like I was put in okay, so a lot of people said I was being difficult, but I feel like I was put in a difficult situation. I was in a store I could fit nothing. You know, so when I finally found something that I could fit, it was like, oh, that's not a boss. Take that off. You know, so I felt some type of way, you know. But yeah, I just feel like I was put in a difficult situation, and I was seeing everybody able to fit things, and you know, I'm getting frustrated because I can't find nothing. I don't want to make nobody mad. I want to, you know, look good and stuff like that. So that's why I started crying. I was a little frustrated.
You know, you walked in and, you know, you said the chair was too small, so you had to bring the part of the sectional for you to sit in. And you said something. You said, now this is what I'm talking about, accommodations.
Right.
Yes.
But we live in a world that's not always going to be able to accommodate people that are
But we
plus
should,
size.
though. We should, because we not all the same, you know? I feel like we should. Like, why not? I feel like...
Let's talk about it real quick, right? Before she even dive further into it, here's where I cannot agree, because this is how you know when people don't live in the reality that everybody else lives in. You got to understand, to be that size is not normal. To be that size is not healthy. So for her to say that people should make accommodations for people of that size, that's justifying things that are wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Now, everybody can work on their weight. Nobody's saying nothing about that. But it gets to a point where it's like, okay, we're no longer going to agree and fall into and continue on with the bad behavior, with the no discipline. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's literally what this is. It's no discipline. Why should people accommodate you because you chose to let yourself go? That's the thing I really don't understand. And it's like, women always say, I feel. The world does not owe you anything because of the way that you feel. If you feel a certain type of way, go create your own accommodations. Go create your own chair. Go create your own furniture. Go create your own, doors to walk through. Go do it yourself. Because at that point you can say, well, I feel that this should be this way. So because I feel that way, I went out and I created this. And because I created this, I can now utilize it in the way that I want to utilize it. But no way, shape, or form should people have to accommodate you because you chose to get yourself to that fucking size. Like, you can't agree with that, man.
The LGBT community, all those other communities. I just feel like we outside. If we inside, is get up. Why you in a house? You should be doing this. You should be doing that. When we outside, it's like, why you not in a house?
Well, people would say,
yeah, and my thing, who the hell tell you to be in the house? Like, what people are you around? Like, I never heard nobody tell no fat person, oh, you should be in the house. It's like, no, you shouldn't. Like, you should be outside like everybody else. I don't see why anybody would say you should be in the house. Now, you should have some damn clothes on. I can understand that. I can understand if they saying, yo, you need clothes on, bro. Like, put your stomach up or something. Yeah, because don't nobody want to see all that excess. Don't nobody want to see that. I think if anything, that's probably where they was coming from with that. Because I remember in her response to the Lyft driver situation, she was like, that she not gonna be in the house, she gonna be outside, and with her being outside, she gonna let her stomach out, and that it's kind of like that's where probably like the line is being drawn. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think nobody is just saying be in a house like they don't want you outside or nothing. Like, no, I don't think that's the case, bro. Like that just don't make sense.
okay, Joe.
Who actually told you that? Because, like, that's crazy.
Right.
I don't believe that,
I don't believe it either.
F people should stay in the house. I mean, but...
that's how it is. We go outside and people looking at us crazy. Like, we getting stared at. For what? Because we big.
The clothes you got on.
Like...
Belly hanging out.
I know a lot of times...
What the fuck?
Even saying it, like, with, like, how Liz... Although she's lost a lot of weight now, how... It could be like some of the clothes that the F people wear, with things hanging out and y'all, try to wear
crazy. You got
to
censor yourself on
being
fat, dog.
Be wearing.
I don't live in a world where the skinny people when the F people. That's not my reality. I am a human being. I am regular. Just because I'm outside with my like I said, I've been doing this a long time. And when I said I've been doing this a long time, I've been putting on for people like me for a long time. I did a naked, excuse me. I did a naked photo shoot in 2017. Now all the big girls showing their stomach, they showing skin. The people wasn't doing that. We had porn stars doing it, but we didn't have regular people doing it.
Put that shit up. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Put it up. Man, y'all effing crazy. I mean, big mofos been having, they bellies out and all like that for the longest, but don't sit here and try to make that shit seem like it's just oh yeah, I live in reality where I can be big as hell and just bring everything out. And it's like, bro, nobody want to see that shit. Like, no, I'm sick of everybody always thinking that everybody just have to be so accepting and force some shit on some people. It's like, listen, I honestly believe everybody need to segregate themselves in a sense, right? Like, make an environment to where, okay, if you want to do certain things, y'all go over here. But not I can go downtown or I can go to the gym where nobody is looking at that. Everybody's fit, nice in shape and then, if you're fat, you put in the work or whatever. But even if the fit people got clothes on, but you like, nah, I want to let all my shit hang out just because I should. It's like, no, bro, like that's not the norm around here. You don't change things because you feel like you want to. Society don't operate like that. Society operates as a collective, not as a like you just buy yourself and you can just do whatever you want because you feel this type of way because you big as hell. And that shit not okay. Like, I don't care what you talking about. This shit not okay. You just don't want to put in the work to fucking change it. And because you don't want to put in the work to change it, because it's going to be hard, you chose to say, F it, I'm just going to do whatever. And then I want to bitch and complain and force everybody to accept it. No, bro. Fuck that shit.
Doing it. Now they doing it. I just feel like I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. I'm gonna be cute with it too. You know.
I think a lot of
Yeah, and everybody gonna stare at your ass. So don't bitch about nobody staring at you and looking at you crazy. Like, you need to take your ass and not put some clothes on. Do you and just accept all the fucking responses that come along with it.
I think part of it is like yourself. You're speaking up about it. A lot of bigger people don't speak up about it, right? Mac, who's one of the producers up here, was a lot bigger. He lost a lot of weight, but I didn't know all the problems that he had until he spoke about it, because it's just something that you don't think about it. Like he said, he would get on a plane and it would be difficult. You know, he said he would go to the gym. It would be difficult, but those are things that we just don't think about, because I think people don't ever make it a thing. So the fact that this incident happened puts it on people's minds, so you can tell what you have to deal with, because you know these are some of the things that we don't have to deal with.
Again, the plane situation, that's not my reality. Anytime shout out to Southwest, because they accommodate bigger people. If you need 2 seats, they're going to give it to you for free. If you pay for 2 seats, they're going to refund you.
Really?
I don't have that problem. Like,
I didn't know that.
Even if
that's what I'm saying. We don't speak about
like
it.
last time I went to Delta, they said
Delta charge you.
You might need 2 seats, ma'am, but we're gonna let you get on this time. I never have a problem with
This
my
time,
seating
one
when I get on
time.
the plane. Like, I never have problems. Like, when I come into a room, I demand my respect.
No, you don't have problems, because 9 times out of 10 they probably don't want to hear you start bitching and cause a problem and create a whole thing. And then now, just like with Lyft, now you on the news talking about they was being discriminatory against me because of my size, and they said I had to pay for 2 seats instead of 1. And they probably looking at it from a business perspective and like, you know what? Don't feel like dealing with her, because we can already tell she already ready to snap and go off. She already got a little funky ass attitude. I guarantee you, bro, she going through the airport, and that's probably literally she's probably out of breath. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being completely 100, because I've been around all these different type of people. So I have my own effing experience. I'm talking about people big as hell. Literally, just simply walk down the steps or up the steps, bro, they out of fucking breath. So I know walking through the airport, I know you probably gonna be tired. Because at the end of the day, walking around with all that weight, that shit is heavy, bro. It's heavy. And you get tired. So when you get up to that airport and they look at your ass and they're like, yo, you might need a additional chair. But as she said, Delta said, but we ain't gonna charge you for it this time. But I guarantee you ain't about to do that shit every time. I guarantee it. I bet you won't get your ass on Spirit and do that. Cause Spirit would be like, yeah, nah. And then all them cheap ass motherfuckers that's on Spirit, they gonna be like, she can't have 2 seats, like it's gonna be a whole thing. Like, come on, huh?
And I'm sweet. I'm a nice person, so I feel like people respect that. I respect you. You respect me. I never it's never.
Yeah, that's where the respect come in at. It's because you're sweet. It ain't because you know boss and you demand. No, it's not, bro. It's they feel like, oh shit, man, you know, she nice and don't want to. Like, let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? We don't. She all cool, calm, collected. We don't want her to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Because who the fuck got time for that?
Issue with me, like the issue be when like the staring or the judging or stuff like that, and then a lot of people will look at me and be like, oh, she eat, she do this, she do that all the time. That's not my reality either. Like,
you don't eat?
So what the fuck do you do?
Eat, but I don't just sit down. I'm not 600-pound life. That's not my life.
Gotcha.
Yes, it is.
I think it's more so like coming from a health standpoint too, Dank. You feel me? Like, have you ever had anybody that like one of your friends maybe that try to get you, like, help you to lose weight, or or fear for your life, or like anything?
do you
like
want to lose
I
weight?
really don't. Yes, I do. I really don't. Like,
Want to lose weight?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I really don't have friends for real. I have like family and people that's been around me for a long time. Me and my cousins, we go to the gym. I got a gym at my house. I go to the gym. I got workout videos.
You also have your weight specialist here with you. I heard you lost 80 pounds recently, right?
Yeah, I actually
congratulations.
did. But people be forgetting, like, when I was little, I wasn't skinny. My brothers are skinny. I grew up with 2 skinny brothers.
Oh, you mean like when you were younger?
Yes,
When
I
you
was never.
younger.
I was never small. I was okay.
How much did you weigh when you came up? You remember?
When I did what?
Like when you came out as a baby.
As a rapper.
No, as a baby. She was born.
Oh, baby.
born.
I don't know, but
like
I
8
had a lot of
pounds.
baby fat on me. Like you see some pictures, I had baby fat, but I was really active. You know, I did plays, I did singing, and I did cheering, and I did stuff like that. I was just a big baby,
And see, I like big babies because like the skinny babies, they be a little too corporate for me.
Yeah, but sometimes it could be
Really,
cute, but it's
really
gonna
just-
stick on them, and it's gonna, it could stick on them. But
You always look like a baby when you chubby though, no matter how old you get.
yeah,
Like you have a baby face.
Man, listen, we don't got to continue on with this bullshit. Like I say, that's on Breakfast Club. Y'all definitely should go check it out. But at the end of the day, I don't care what they talking about, bro. Like, just because you want to live in that reality, all right, cool, fine and dandy, bro. But trying to basically make it seem as if somebody is doing something wrong just because they staring at you, or as you say, judging you. Like, what do you think they gonna do? Like, seriously, what do you think they're gonna do? You think they just gonna look at you like, oh, okay? No, it's like, because you look different. You the fucking oddball. Like, for real.